Hi, this is Dr. Charmaine Gregory, and this is the Nocturnist Diary. I am broadcasting outside of our kids' swim school. Big shout out to Goldfish Swim School. They're pretty awesome, and our children have been going here for the greater part of about 4 years or so, and they have progressed so much. And it's just been really cool to see how much they have developed in their ability to feel more comfortable in the water, and also their ability to swim and master basic strokes. And as we speak, they are behind this wall in the pool. And basically, the oldest one is in the class right before they go to swim team. And then the other two are in several classes behind that, but they are definitely moving forward, which I'm really happy about. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was what happens when one door closes and your perspective there, and how sometimes when a door closes, it usually means that an even greater one is about to open up. I will tell you a story. When I was in college, I had played basketball and ran track, and did the typical urban sports from living in New York City. And so when I went upstate, introduced to some additional sports. So unbeknownst to me, though, my destiny was kind of cast, and I was unsure of that particular path. And that may sound a little cryptic, but basically what I'm saying is I played basketball, independent league, and competitive basketball for the entire time that I was in high school. And basically I thought that I was going to continue that same trend in college. So I got on the team, did all the stuff for that, worked out with the team. But there was just something about the personality of the coach and the coach's response to me and the coach's style, which is crazy because I really not somebody who doesn't get along with most people, so I don't know what happened. But anyway, there was just a major conflict, and ultimately I was miserable every single day that I was on the team. So one day I was at practice, and the lacrosse coach was observing my practice, and basically she pulled me aside afterwards, and she basically said, "Are you happy on this team?" And I had to be honest, and I said I wasn't happy. My love for basketball had been stolen by this individual, and I don't even know if she even knew that she did that, but I wasn't even enthusiastic about the sacrifice I was making of being on a team and being at a technical school where there was a ton load of work that had to get done. And so she said, "It's okay. I know you've never heard of lacrosse," and I hadn't. And she said, "It's okay if you've never heard of lacrosse because you have everything that you need in order to be successful at it." And I said, "Isn't lacrosse a game where you have to catch a ball in a net thing?" And she basically told me that the hand-eye coordination that I had learned and got pretty decent at from playing basketball over the years, as well as the defensive skills, being able to do cut and runs and things of that nature, they totally applied to lacrosse. I still couldn't see it. So anyway, I promptly resigned from the basketball team, and jumped on the field hockey team. So this is the funniest part. So she transitioned me to lacrosse by having me play field hockey first, which she also coached that team as well. And so I played field hockey. Field hockey seemed a little bit easier for me to grasp because the ball's on the ground. You're like whacking it around with this stick. And it's on a soccer field, and so I got to do running and endurance type stuff. And so that was my transition point into lacrosse. So spring comes, and we actually start doing lacrosse, and oh my gosh, I was wondering how come I never knew about this sport. Hey Kari, I see that you said that lacrosse is the best. I guess you played, huh? Oh hey Manny, thanks for joining. And so I learned this sport and played with people who had played all throughout high school, played when they were a lot younger than I was. And I had to not only learn the rules of the game, but I had to also learn how to keep my eye on the ball so I didn't get smacked in the face, which happened a few times, by the way. And I loved it. I loved it. I played attack, and oh, sweet. I played attack, and it was just the most exhilarating game. I mean, it's such an adrenaline rush, and you know, the just being able to be aggressive on the field and just really take out all of my tension from a hard day's work at school was just amazing. And so I say all this to say that when a door closes and you think that what your dream is has been crushed, do not be discouraged, because usually that means that another door, which is much bigger and brighter, is now being opened. And for me, that door that closed was college basketball. Okay, so I had to come home to get better reception because the live earlier got cut off. But anyway, I was talking about my experience with lacrosse and how I inadvertently got introduced to it by being on the basketball team in college, and then having the lacrosse and field hockey coach seeing me at basketball and then deciding that I would be a perfect fit for her team. And so I tried it. I did my segue, which was hey Tracy, thanks for joining. I did my segue, which was essentially field hockey, and I liked that. And then springtime came and it was time to do lacrosse, and despite the fact that I had to learn all these new things like catching a small white ball in a net, all that kind of thing, as well as you know, learning all of the movements of my positions, because I played attack, so learning all those movements and figuring out all the rules for the game. And I was playing with folks that had been playing lacrosse for a very long time, and so it was a brand new game for me. But I have to say that it was such an exhilarating experience to have the ball, to play with teammates, to be running up and down that football field and just rushing towards the crease and trying to get goals and playing defense. I mean, it was just amazing. And I would never have had that door open if the one for basketball in college hadn't closed. And so this is why I am not discouraged in real life. Well, not that that wasn't real life, but in life, when something doesn't work out, I try to think back on this experience, and I just try to look beyond and say, what is it about this particular thing, this particular opportunity being shut down, that presents for an even greater opportunity just down the road? And if you have faith, or if you have a belief system that allows you to essentially have faith, which means, you know, believing in what you cannot see, then this will be very real to you. So the next time that a door closes for you, just remember and just think about the fact that there is another door that is right around the corner that is going to be flung wide open and is going to be laden with great opportunity for you. So I hope that this was encouraging to you, that you got upliftment from this message. And if it was helpful to you, I hope that you will share it and comment below. And I thank you so much for your time and your attention. This is Dr. Charmaine Gregory, and this is the Nocturnist Diary. I hope that you will be strong, be brave, and unleash your greatness.